this shit. You get to decide.
Hold up. All right, and
You can't have. You can't have my flatbread pizza.
and somehow that's going to be the first thing people hear when they tune into this.
Tell my dog he can't have my pizza?
Yeah.
I'm not an asshole. I just don't want to have an upset stomach.
All right, but
yeah. Anyways, welcome to Bottom of the Bin.
yep. Again. Thanksgiving edition, the day after Thanksgiving. But hey, today's rather obscure piece that we are talking about is a movie that Kaysen recently brought to my attention. A 66-minute, $3,500 slasher movie that was produced in 2008 called Thanksgiving.
I thought it was 2007, but I guess I was wrong because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page and it says 2008.
But and this is one of those movies. I'm sure you've seen them all over. I'm sure you guys have seen them all over, like Tubi and Prime Video and a bunch of other streamers, where it's like they had a title, they had an idea, and that's about as far as they got. And they were like, well, fuck it, we'll just half-ass our way through it, and it'll just take care of itself.
Dead Meat hates this movie.
I can't say that I blame them. This isn't the worst thing I've ever watched, because honestly, this is one of those movies where they have an eye-grabbing hook, they have an eye-grabbing title, and it's like, and so this is a slasher movie about a killer turkey, an evil demonic turkey who comes back every 505 years.
That's a specific number.
A very oddly specific number. Every 505 years to murder Caucasians on Thanksgiving Day. Racist.
Can't be racist to white people. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, sorry guys if I sound really stuffy and kind of but I have a cold, so that's fun to have to deal with while you're watching a movie called Thanksgiving about a killer turkey who is voiced by the film's director, writer, producer, Jordan Downey.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was going for like an off-brand version of like Freddy Krueger or Ghostface or Gary Busey and Ginger Deadman, or what the fuck?
Dude, Ginger Deadman's something we should look at in the future on this bit.
We should, actually, now that I mentioned it. Is Ginger Deadman on any streaming services?
I think it's on Tubi.
I'm looking. It is. The original Ginger Deadman is on. You know what? That would actually be perfect for a Christmas special.
Yeah, because I think the next bomb would have been, well, I don't know if you want to announce this yet, but we might be doing Solomon Kane.
Yeah, we need to watch something good.
We're going to be doing, for Bomb of the Bin, every 2 weeks, we're going to alternate between good movies with a cult following, or, absolute dog shit.
Well, this is the second one in a row where we've covered absolute dog shit, so...
Remind me what the last one... Oh, yeah, Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Kim Impossible.
And now I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, you didn't think you had to fucking decide which one was worse, huh?
Kim Possible was worse. This one was bad, but it didn't rape my childhood.
I was referring to one you were talking about. I think the Kim Possible movie and the Alex Rider movie in the last one, Bomb in the Bin.
You know, I didn't discover Alex Rider until after I had graduated high school, so yeah, that movie is bad. The Alex Rider movie is bad, but it wasn't a part of my childhood, so I didn't have an attachment to it. Kim Possible, on the other hand, I grew up watching, so I had an attachment to that.
And they completely raped it. They completely raped it with a freaking cactus.
Yeah. And then now getting back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Literally, the first shot of this goddamn movie is a pilgrim girl's titties.
Yeah. Pilgrim, a pilgrim woman with her tits hanging out, because apparently she was played by porn actress Wanda Lust. That is her name.
Yeah, it literally said. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, and the picture they have at the top is the DVD cover, and it literally says at the top, "Warning: boobs in the first second."
I mean, that technically that's not false advertisement.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Yep, which is an actual line.
And this takes place in the 1600s. The opening takes place in the 1600s.
Yeah.
And then it cuts several centuries later.
If the opening is in 1621, and he's supposed to come out every 505 years.
It came early.
Wouldn't that set the movie in 2026? Unless the dog, unless him being. So apparently Turkey gets woken up prematurely in 2007, 2008 by a hunting dog taking a piss on on this Native American totem pole that's just sticking out of the ground. And that wakes Turkey up, who also wakes up to a golden shower. Usually you pay top dollar for that. But,
oh my god. Right as I was finishing my French bread pizza, asshole. You're lucky I have a strong stomach.
But, Turkey wakes up. His name literally is Turkey. Turkie. Turkey.
Yeah, it introduces us to our main cast, which consists of college students, good girl Kristen, jock Johnny, ditzy Allie, redneck Billy, and nerdy Darren. And they're all heading home to Thanksgiving. They're all heading home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I guess they're on college break. I don't fucking know.
And it's the mildest. It's the mildest fall in the history of ever. So I can only assume they're in California. But then again, this movie was shot in the summer of 2007. So.
Yeah, it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah. So as he just listed out, yeah, that's the only thing to identify these characters is by what archetype they fit into. Like Darren being a complete socially inept geek. Billy's thing is that he wears sleeveless flannel shirts and has a mullet and a ball cap, and he talks like a caricature of Larry the Cable Guy. Get her done.
And apparently he does. And be warned, he has a song later in the movie.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Allie is so apocalyptically stupid that it's a wonder she can tie her own shoes without accidentally breaking her own fucking neck.
To put it nicely.
The fact that she can shower or bathe without drowning herself is just nothing short of a fucking miracle.
Damn.
Damn,
bro.
She makes Pamela Anderson and Jenny McCarthy's characters from... Or is it Jenny McCarthy? I can never fucking tell. From the opening scene of Scary Movie 3 look like fucking Harvard graduates.
At least it ain't Mia Khalifa.
Ugh.
Yeah, we don't like Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, every time Mia Khalifa posts something, a certain clip comes to mind.
Congratulations, that was one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen anybody post on the internet before.
Golden.
Yes.
Congratulations, the bar is high cause people post lots and lots of stupid things, but your stupid thing was somehow the leader of
It's
the
my
pack.
theme song, y'all.
As the only legitimately good clip Noah Samson has ever put out.
Yeah. But anyway, here we're about to arrive at a scene that sticks out the most to me in this movie.
Oh, we haven't.
And that is... Sorry, what?
We're still laying out the archetypes of the main cast. Johnny's Johnny's whole thing is that apparently his dad is not happy that he's not starting quarterback, that he's just a second string quarterback, as if that fucking matters.
It really doesn't.
Only if you're monumentally retarded. And then...
Are you dumb, stupid, or retarded? The answer is all three.
the actual answer is yes.
Yep.
And then Kristen's your final girl. She's got a big neon sign hovering over her head that just says "Final Girl."
Yeah.
So, anyways,
but eventually we meet the father. Remind me, the sheriff. Which character is that the dad of again?
Kristen, Sheriff Rad,
Yeah,
who is played by a guy named Chuck Dead Body Guy Lamb.
Yeah. And when we meet them, he's having an argument with his soon-to-be ex-wife. It can basically be summarized as just coffee tastes. It can basically summarize that one scene of Octavia Spencer, and where it's basically said, "You just did."
Yeah, you know that scene in The Spy Who Shagged Me when Mike Myers thinks he's grabbing coffee, but he's actually grabbing Fat Bastard's stool sample, and he takes a whiff of it and goes, "This coffee tastes like shit." And then Basil goes, "It is shit, Austin. Oh, good, that it's not just me."
Yeah, and I was referring to I can't remember the name of the movie, but there was a scene where Octavia Spencer makes a racist woman a shit pie.
But, yeah.
It's basically like, that coffee, here. You have good impressions, so I'll be the sheriff, you be the wife.
Okay.
That coffee tastes like shit. What'd you do, take a dump in it?
As a matter of fact, I did. And then she shows the pot, and there's two frickin' logs just inside the fucking coffee.
Like, what the hell?
It's like, It's like, you just committed a biohazard by doing that, right?
And then she says, "I want a divorce," and then she fucks off for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, we never see her again. That's the end of that scene.
Did she survive? Did she get out of the movie before Turkey showed up? We'll never know.
And honestly, we're all better off for never knowing.
They don't even reference it in. They don't even reference it in Thanksgiving 3.
Oh yeah, the sequel. There's no Thanksgiving 2, which just goes straight to 3.
And the plot of Thanksgiving 3 is literally trying to find the second one. Something we could probably say for next Thanksgiving, if I'm still here.
Yeah. Yep, because we only did watch the first one for this one, for this stream. So, shenanigans ensue. They get to town. Turkey starts killing everybody's immediate relatives, including Johnny's parents, and Kristen's father.
And then uses his skin as a fucking disguise.
And kills Ellie after he murders her boyfriend and then screws her in his place.
Yeah, that scene still makes me go, what the fuck?
2008.
Probably the most out-of-pocket... I'm sorry, what?
2008, dude.
Yeah. But probably the most out-of-pocket scene was when he when he hitchhikes in a car, and all of a sudden the guy in the car apparently... He flags down a car, and then apparently the driver must have been really horny. And before you know it, you hear, "Oh yeah, that's a tight ass." And to sum up James A. Janice, and to sum up how I feel, I'm going to take a quote from James A. Janice and his kill count of this movie at that scene, and he goes, "What the fuck is this movie?"
Well, I'm going to use a clip from Chris Reagan.
Hi, I'm Chris Reagan, and you're watching What the Fuck?
Yes, that's also in my extensive clip folder. And you're watching What the Fuck?
That was a thing that happened in this movie.
And it's like, I'm not in the grass. Guess I'll take ass. And it's like, Turkey, no, that's bestiality.
Can we just, dude?
That just makes me think to Brandon Tennell's review of Carnosaur, which is kind of sort of a pre-rip-off of Jurassic Park, and where Clint Howard has a role. He's near a thing to chickens, and it's like, why do they all seem so nervous? And Brandon Tennell says, maybe because they're scared you're about to fuck one of them, Clint. Yeah, Carnosaur is something else we need to look at some point.
Yeah, if we can find it on anything.
Yeah. But back to Thanksgiving.
Can we just talk about how back-breakingly retarded everybody in this movie is? Like, the sheriff lets Turkey into his house, thinking it's a midget in a turkey costume, because he's wearing Groucho Marx glasses.
Jesus.
Yeah. How?
Dude.
You are in law enforcement. Even for a quote-unquote parody, how are you that... Is this supposed to be a commentary on how cops in horror movies are always a couple fries short of a Happy Meal? What the fuck?
Dude, this movie got a fucking musical adaptation on Off-Broadway.
I saw that. I don't even want to know how that...
It's on the Wikipedia page, and I'm just like, what the hell?
I don't even want to know how that works.
Yeah, let's not acknowledge it. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
And apparently there's some subplot where Johnny tries to reconnect with his father, but Turkey kills him.
Yeah, Turkey kills both of Johnny's parents. Turkey fools his way into Kristen's house, murders the sheriff, Kristen's father, after the guy first mistakes him for a midget in a costume, then mistakes the costume for a duck.
And that's what gets him killed.
And then peels off his face like he's fucking Nicolas Cage stealing Travolta's likeness in Face Off. Just peels off his face and uses that as a disguise to fool Kristen and her friends. Like, why does my dad not come up to my knees now? It's like, is everybody in this movie on stupid pills?
Or did I smoke too much weed?
I mean, they are college students, so either one is applicable.
Yep. I want whatever they're having.
I'm pretty sure the majority of this movie's budget was spent on the turkey puppet. Which, I'll give them credit.
Most likely.
Give them credit for this. At least they actually used a puppet.
Yeah, it could have been really shitty asylum level CGI.
Yeah, at least they actually bothered to use a fucking puppet. At least they actually bothered to use some... There were some gore effects. There were some really janky CGI scenes in it, like the scene with the hitchhiker and Turkey takes the man's shotgun and there's a really shitty CGI after effects of his head exploding from the shotgun shell. There's one scene of Johnny's father's head being torn off his shoulders and thrown across the yard, and there's a really shitty CGI blood spray coming out of it. But I can at least appreciate that they did try some practical effects. There's some gore in this movie where it's like, okay, you tried,
but you still failed.
Like the scene where Turkey rips out a guy's tongue and then pecks his chest open and pulls his heart out.
Yeah. What the hell?
The scene where he makes himself look like a where he makes where he makes Billy think that he's a Turk, that he's like just a glowing JPEG image of a turkey, and that's not even an exaggeration. It's like a cartoon drawing of a turkey. And Billy sees it just on the ground, just picks it up, and I guess eats it? I guess because the thing like soft fades into his mouth. That just reeked of like an unfinished effect that they just kind of the illustration just reeked of like a placeholder effect that they just never bothered to fully realize. Or they just ran out of money, or they just didn't fucking care.
Or both.
Yeah, or both. And then, next thing you know, his fucking chest cavity just explodes, and Turkey sticks his neck out like he's like he's a xenomorph.
Another movie from my childhood ruined.
Yeah, just sticks his head up like he's a baby xenomorph, chest burster, just looks up and goes, "Gobble, gobble, motherfucker."
And that's when all hope in humanity died for me.
It's like, well, at least you actually used the tagline from the poster.
Title drop? Not really. Or like tagline drop.
This is one of those movies that is so cheaply done that with the exception of Wanderlust, the pilgrim from the opening scene, the entire cast is friends and family of the director or producer or the producer Kevin Stewart. Please excuse my dog. He's in his I need to talk to everybody phase for the day.
My dog is currently standing on the back of the couch, peeking out the window because I guess there's a fight or something going on downstairs.
Yeah. Every time my dog hears somebody having a conversation outside, he flips out. It's like he thinks.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's one of those small dogs, isn't he?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they always talk a big game.
Well, small in size, but he's like 70 pounds, so.
Meanwhile, mine is a 2-year-old pit bull, 55 pounds, and he even sees a small dog. Let's just say he's afraid of a lot of things that are a lot smaller than him. If that doesn't sum up pit bulls, I don't know what does.
So this movie pretty much goes in the trajectory you think it's going. You know exactly where it's headed. You know that everybody in the main cast is going to die until it's down to the one final girl. There's nothing special about this movie, at least not in a unique fashion. It even if you go with the idea of a killer animal, like killer animals have been done before, this movie is just, hey, we just wanted to fuck around, and we just had $3,500 to fuck around, and hey, we'll just call it a comedy. We'll call it a horror comedy. We'll call it a parody of low budget horror movies. That way, anything that people could criticize for, we could just hide behind the veil of, oh, but that's the whole point. That's the same fucking logic for movies like Velocipaster and The Amazing Bulk and Shark Exorcist. If anybody remembers me talking about that when this show was called Chris Vents. That cheap cop-out excuse of because you just dicked around for a whole movie, and now you're insecure about people criticizing it when they fucking are going to. If you're worried about people criticizing it, don't put it out in the fucking public eye, you insecure cum dumpsters.
Oh. Secure cum dumpsters.
Don't hide.
Don't talk about the girls from my high school like that.
Stop crouching behind this thin veil of, oh, it's just a parody. The simple fact is you made a shitty movie. Own it. Just be a fucking adult and own it. Have fun with it. I've had it up to my tits with shitty filmmakers using this excuse of, oh, it's just a parody to skate away from them taking an idea and just And instead of taking the task seriously, they just like, we're just gonna fuck around. Oh shit! Now we actually have to sell this movie. It's like, go fuck yourself in the ear.
Ugh, that sounds painful.
I would have so much more respect for you if you were just sincere about it.
Yeah, it's like when Charlie said, "I have more respect for people. I have more respect for people who film them. I have more respect for adults who film themselves shitting in diapers than I do for Onision."
But you know what? I will take that as well. I have more respect for people who film themselves shitting their pants than people who just fuck around for a whole movie and then try to hide behind, oh, it's just a parody. That is the cinematic equivalent of, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a social experiment. Shut the fuck up, you idiot. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Daddy of 5.
God, I hate people sometimes.
It's just a prank, bruh. I'm sorry, but when I heard him say that, I just wanted to jump onto the screen, pick him up by the throat, and just eat him in the next week.
You guys excuse me a second. I need to go calm my dog down. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. Hey y'all, K-Dog here. I'm finally doing more Resident Evil playthroughs of Resident Evil 7 and 8 coming soon because I'm probably getting Resident Evil 9 pre-ordered for Christmas. So might as well capitalize on that. But yeah, I got some stuff coming on the channel soon, even though I'm taking a brief hiatus for the time being, but more stuff is coming. And I'm doing okay, just got a lot going on in real life, but I'm hanging in there. And thanks to the people who showed support, and I appreciate it. Hang on, I gotta keep my dog from licking the plate.
Alright, I'm back.
I plugged my channel again.
Hey, you're good. But yeah, speaking of plugging, I have a playthrough of the Sega Master System game Black Belt going up tomorrow morning. And then I want to say Tuesday I will have a playthrough of Predator for the NES going up.
Yeah, already sent me the thumbnail. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's the only thing badass about this fucking game. They put Arnold Schwarzenegger in pink.
Very manly.
And you're not, and instead of the jungle, it's almost, instead of the jungle and you facing soldiers and the Predator, you're also in some, like, whacked out H.R. Giger meets Andy Warhol fucked up LSD trip playland. Fighting jellyfish, hobbits, and like fireball spitting tentacle monsters, birds dropping lethal shit on you. It makes no fucking sense.
Literally under the eagle's nest.
So,
imagine getting shot on by an eagle. That's basically what it's like.
So yeah, just when you thought weaponized autism was the worst affront to the Predator license.
It came out long before that crap fest. Stop licking the recliner. You're like Kevin from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Stop it. That freaking Ghidorah, the least intelligent Ghidorah head who kept freaking licking the snow.
Oh, and oh god. The way the movie ends. So everybody's dead except for Kristen. She takes Johnny's lighter, a Bic lighter, because he can't use a Zippo like a real fucking man.
Okay, do you want a bowl of water? I'll get you a bowl of water. Stop licking the freaking recliner. My God, dude. I love you, but you're pissed off right now.
Listening to you scold your dog is actually more fun than talking about the fucking movie. How does that work?
Wait, what?
Listening to you scold your dog is more entertaining to me than talking about this fucking movie. I don't know how that's possible.
I think it's my autism trying to parent a pit bull.
Yeah, autism and dogs. What a beautiful combination.
He calms me down. Sometimes he calms me down. Sometimes he pisses me off. That's just how it is.
But anyway, so everybody's dead. Kristen takes Johnny's pussy lighter because he's using a Bic lighter and not a Zippo like a fucking man should. Takes his lighter and an aerosol can and burns the turkey, sets turkey on fire with a makeshift flamethrower. She then
Only for the turkey to come back because of toxic waste or whatever the fuck that was.
Well, that was earlier because they did a ritual that's supposed to take away the turkey's lethal otherworldly immunity, and he got shot in the head by the owner of the dog that was killed for pissing on his burial site earlier in the movie. The character's name was Oscar. The guy playing him goes by General Bastard.
I think I heard that in the Dead Meat video.
And so Oscar shoots him in the head in that scene, and he goes flying into a trash can with toxic waste in it. Fast forward to the ending scene when Kristen's the only one left standing. Lights Turkey up with her makeshift flamethrower. She takes a pipe and throws him into a pile of wood that is perfectly set, that is just conveniently set up for burning witches, as you do on a normal Thanksgiving night in 2007 or 2008. Filmed in 2007, released in 2008.
The Dead Meat video says 2007, so I'm going with 2007.
Yeah, we'll just say that. And
because this just screams 2007 YouTube short film.
It does, really. I'm shocked I didn't see the College Humor logo on it, emblazoned on it at any point in time.
Yeah. Oh,
but then Kristen eats Turkey's legs, and then later on, at a completely unrelated family's Thanksgiving dinner, we've never seen this family before, but they start saying grace, and the cooked turkey on their table comes to life, while Turkey's voice yells, "Do I smell sequel, biatch?"
And that's when he quickly decapitated with the hatchet he had handy.
Yeah.
If only that's what happened.
I'll let Sheldon summarize this for me.
When British Honduras became Belize, they designed a new flag with a tree on it. And I would like to hang myself from that tree.
That's my life motto. Just sometimes movies like this make me want to play David Carradine Simulator.
Yeah.
Yes, I stole Chris's joke. I have no shame.
I mean, I stole that from Infinite Edge Intensity, so...
Hey, we both stole it.
This movie just...
Movie can suck a dick.
$3,500, and that's the best you can do. $3,500, 14-day shooting schedule. And the best you could do was, let's just fuck around for 14 days.
I feel like this was shot in like 2 or 3 days.
I'm shocked to find out that it wasn't. I mean, what is the... What did I say last week about... I can't remember if I said it about Kim Possible or if I've said it about another previous movie we've covered, but this movie is just a plate of ass that was pulled out of another ass.
It's fucking abysmal.
I could literally feel myself getting dumber watching it. Like, the one saving grace this movie has is that it's short. It's only 66 minutes long. But that's 66 minutes you could be spending watching a proper Thanksgiving movie. Like, I don't know. I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles counts as a Thanksgiving movie, because if I recall correctly, that was Steve Martin's whole goal, was to get home for Thanksgiving. I'm actually looking that up. Yep, that was the whole point of Steve Martin's that was Steve Martin's main goal in the film, was to be home at Thanksgiving, but all the while on this 3-day odyssey of misadventures alongside John Candy.
Isn't John Candy the guy who got asked 100 questions by Macaulay Culkin in that one movie?
No, he was the guy who spent all of his scenes talking to Catherine O'Hara while they're riding around in a tour van with his polka group.
I think I was talking about a movie called Uncle Buck or something.
Yeah, that's him. John Candy was not the... No, John Candy doesn't come into Home Alone until like really late, when and all of his scenes are with Catherine O'Hara.
'90s were a weird time.
Yeah, that's kind of all I have for Thanksgiving, is that it's... I mean, it's an eye-grabbing title, it's an eye-catching premise, a killer turkey, but does not deliver on it. It's extraordinarily underwhelming as a slasher movie and as a movie in general. Like, and I don't want to hear some fucknob in the comments about, oh, but they only had a $3,500 budget. Do you know the kind of movie you can make for $3,500 if you really fucking commit to it?
I've seen better fan films with a lesser budget than that.
You don't need fuck tons of money to make a proper movie, or even make a good movie or a sincere movie. Shane Carruth made Primer, a movie about two dudes inventing time travel, on a $7,000 budget, and most of that money was spent on 16mm film stock. I mean, Christopher Nolan made his first movie, Following, on a $6,000 budget, and he was shooting it exclusively on weekends over the course of a year, and financing it through his day job.
Yeah.
It's not about the money. It's about the dedication that it's about the love and care you put into it. And this movie was not made with love and care. It was made with people fucking around. And then going, oh, I guess we have a movie. It's like, no, you don't. You have a series of semi-related vignettes stitched together.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sum up this movie with a joke I heard. What do you call 50 lesbians and 50 politicians in one room? 100 people who don't do dick.
I wish I had the Final Fantasy X clip of Titus's laugh to go along with that.
As long as you don't use Mudahar's laugh. I hate that motherfucker.
Oh, I found it.
God damn it.
I had to use it.
Lordy, Lord, Lord, Lordy, Lord, 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 Lord. Not even sick. It's not even 7:30 for him, and we're already running aground on this fucking review.
You're just now figuring that out.
Okay, I'm stupid, but I'm not retarded. Now, 2018 to 2019 me? Yeah, that's weaponized retarded. 2020 was only slightly retarded. 2021 to 2025, I managed to remain only slightly stupid. But enough about that.
Yeah.
But, anyway, yeah, this got a quote-unquote sequel called Thanksgiving 3. But we're probably just going to save that for next Thanksgiving, if we decide to do it.
Yeah. Because, if we even remember
I'm a little on the fence.
if we even remember it exists by then.
Which we most likely won't, because it's a puppet show clusterfuck, for one. But let's see, Thanksgiving, I give it two gobble gobbles out of 5. Actually, no, 1.5 gobble gobbles.
I give it 2 middle fingers up.
With feathers or actual hands?
Actual hands.
Okay. Because imagine a turkey giving the finger. A big hearty fuck you to whoever conceptualized this movie.
Yes. Do cut to writers Kevin Stewart and Jordan Downey. Goeth fucketh yourselfeth.
But just played a clip of Stephen Hawk going, "Go fuck yourself."
Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. Actually, hold up. I got a better idea. I'm gonna show it to the stream because it needs to be shown to the stream.
Go fuck yourself!
I knew that's where it was going. But come back next week for some reactions. Which reminds me, I still gotta send Chris another one of those fail things I mentioned, but it's called You Laugh, You Restart, but we're not going to restart, especially during a stream.
Yeah.
But apparently there was some positive feedback on when we did the fail compilation.
Oh, really?
Because a couple of friends and Lily said that those are actually quality material for our reaction streams.
Noted.
Hey, people being stupid morons is funny any day.
I mean, that's always true.
Although with the one last week, I can't remember for sure if the guy freaking throwing coffee and it going back in his face even showed up in the video or not.
It was probably just an eye-grabbing image.
Oh, like a clickbait thumbnail.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a load of horse shit.
Yep.
I don't do clickbait. I always tell people that's why I don't get a lot of views, because I don't use bullshit clickbait titles, and that's not going to change.
Yeah.
Just cool, badass anime, just cool fantasy thumbnails where I'm the star of the video game I'm playing. But yeah, come back next week for some quote unquote reactions.
Yep. Until then,
we need. I know I'm not a big. I know I'm kind of iffy on Atozy, but we need. But last week, did we even look at his video on Jack Doherty getting arrested?
I don't remember, but a lot
But
of
we
stuff.
have to cover something.
But a lot of
We
stuff.
have to cover something.
A lot of stuff's happened since then. So.
Well, I mean, we have to cover something involving Jack Doherty's arrest.
The problem is everybody's videos that they've put out on him has kind of been outdated now.
Yeah, because he's back to posting dumbass content.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, if there was ever a poster child for should have finished in a tissue.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't brandished a gun and recklessly fired it, because then we can call him a negligent discharge, and then say that's what his parents should name him after he was born. Like that chick who fired a gun for the McDonald's drive-thru because they forgot her bacon on her.
Oh my lord.
You are filled up on fuck-up fuel.
Hey, don't call me out like that. I've been sober almost 3 years, motherfucker. But anyway, I'm afraid that about does it, because unless Chris has anything else to add to the Thanksgiving retrospective, I got nothing.
I'm pretty much out of juice anyway, so. And I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. So. Look forward
Yeah, you're going to bed early, huh?
I'm not going to bed just yet. Well, probably won't. I'll probably be up for another couple hours, but
We got this. This is a bomb of the bin. We got nothing else to add. Sorry, y'all.
yeah, look forward to the black belt playthrough on Saturday, the Predator playthrough on Tuesday. See what else I can scrounge up, and we will catch you all later.
Take care, y'all.